as a PR person, how do you think the Igbos understand the media? If you see, Odeka Igbos are not even in the media, Odeka just couple, even this new media, Odeka Ayana Amwe here. What do you think about media that Ndigbo have not even embraced? Go ahead.
What you are doing in young content, because I came in here, I was amazed.
Thank you.
It's because you have a vision, and also another one is passion. The Igbos doesn't understand media as a business. Yes, I have a media company, I have a media consulting company. You understand? So I'm in the field, I understand firsthand.
Yes.
You understand? The Igbos doesn't understand. Do you know there is no, we only have, in the whole of Southeast, we only have one private television. So that means we don't have platform to tell our stories. We don't have platform to show our culture. We don't have platform to, that tells who we are. You understand? In Anambra State, there is no TV in Anambra State. There is no television station in Anambra State. Except the state one, which is ABS, and it has limitations. You understand? That one is government owned. It is not shown on mainstream. DSTV, you understand?
Yes.
All the online, all those kind of things. You understand? So the Igbo doesn't understand. The Igbo business investors doesn't still understand what it means in investing in the media. They don't even understand the role of the media.
Yes.
You understand? And that is why their story, they don't own their story. They don't control their story. You understand? If I don't want to blame them, we are not strategic. You understand? The Igbos are good in blaming them, blaming government, blaming everybody.
Blame game.
You need to be strategic.
Pointing
fingers. No, you need to own, you need to be in control. And media helps you that. To be in control. You need to shape narratives. You understand? You need to shape narratives. See, let me tell you. Do you know why I ventured into media? You understand? When I was managing Innocent Communication, there was a dispute between Innocent versus GTB.
I remember.
I was the one-man squad. You understand? Managing the whole media narratives. You understand? Do you know there was a time that for me to get my story into the mainstream, I couldn't. I wanted to get my story into the mainstream.
Yes.
The story of Innocent.
Yes.
Our own side.
Yes.
I couldn't. From all the whole major this thing. You understand? It means that the other side have gone.
Yes.
You understand? I said, okay. I came up with a plan. And the chairman was always in support of any plan. Because he understood also the role of media. You understand? I went to Lagos. I invited all the whole editors. You understand? I invited all the whole editors. And I gave them the Innocent story. The Innocent perspective. And everybody bought into it and opened up. You understand? Because before that, the other perspective have gone. Showing us as, that they don't want to support evil.
Yes. Yes.
But when you go and show your perspective with facts,
yes.
I went there with documents, with large documents.
Yes.
Documented, they said, these people will show you their documents. We are the ones saying the truth here.
Yes.
You understand? And editors, they know the right thing. You understand? Socrates said that the perfection of a man is on his ability to distinguish facts and fiction through deductive reasoning. Immediately you bring facts to table, falsehood disappears. I brought facts to table. You understand? That was how we ventured back again. You understand? They started receiving our narrative. Because most times, why the media is very important. Like, for example, there was a young man in Nnewi that was, immediately he was made, he was appointed a traditional local government chairman. Mbamba. He was appointed, you understand? The wife died of accident. You understand? Not, she fell on her head, hit the wall. You understand? And she didn't survive it. There was a false narrative that he killed the wife. It was in the media, everywhere. You understand?
Ritual.
But because I know the man personally, yes, he's Obalaho, you know, those guys. Even my mom knew, once I don't know, I call Yota. Only ihe ya do so innocent. Ekwuo na onye a gburu mmadụ esi mba na ọ dịghọ possible. Mana indeed onye ahụ gburu mmadụ. Mana ihe edu so innocent that na ịmụ ha na nọ egbu mmadụ. Mana onye ya adụ rough. Yota. Ekwuo na onye a gburu mmadụ si n'ikpelu. Yota. So the man's appearance. Ekwuo na ogbu nwunye ya asa mba na eme ife karịrị nke a. You understand? But somehow, I have done one or two things with the man earlier before. So I knew that this is just a pure gentleman. People now misunderstanding. So, and I went to his house. The narrative, you know, I woke up, yes, I went to his house. Was, yeah, what happened? You understand? And the day I came, the DSS were even there. They were doing investigation. He just narrated everything. And I saw truth on the table. And they said, but you need to speak out. You need to show your narrative. You are not putting your narrative to discountenance the other one. Not just only to discountenance the other one. It's for same minds to weigh the two. When same minds weigh the two, they know the one that is true. You understand? Just like I said, the perfection of a man is based on his ability to distinguish between facts and fiction. Most times you have to put your narrative. All people go say, no, he said, okay. You understand? And I encouraged him. He went to media. You understand? And stated his narrative. Invited the people that we are witness there. You understand? They showed this thing. And within 2 days, the thing changed to his favor. People started seeing it, this man was being alleged. No, the allegation can't be. The thing changed immediately. So one of the things about Southeast is that we have not been able to tell this narrative about us, we have not been able to change it. The media. You understand? Most times, I think when Southeast are being marginalized. All to go in the head of every Southeast. But it is to critical reasoning. For now, that is not so. You understand? So most times we need investors. I want to encourage private investors. Let them invest in media. Need to start showing ourselves. We shouldn't be fans, spectators. You understand? You know, spectators be on a football match. I don't know. You understand? The players. We also need to be the players.
Yes.
You understand? Let's show what we are doing. Let's show who we are. You understand? During the NBA conference, you understand? Southeast was labeled as not secure, this thing. Man, somehow the NBA president, who is a Southeasterner, knew that those things were false. He convinced them they're going to do first. You understand? When people now came to Enugu at the bar conference, they were the ones now tweeting that Enugu is safe. In fact, we didn't even know Enugu is this developed. You know, they were through word of mouth, they were the one now marketing the state.
Yes.
You get my point? But imagine we have a media that we have been projecting Enugu, we have been projecting Anambra. You understand? Most times I go to Anambra, the way they label, they say, Anambra. I say, no, it's not. That is security. Anambra. Not just, soft targets. They're not on the Abuja, on the Lagos, everywhere. You understand? But all the strong media that are projecting, they go see normal day life in the Southeast. You understand? People will have a different mentality about it. You understand? So the Igbos, in terms of media, are doing badly. You understand? Even our businesses, you understand, they are not using media to project what they are doing. With media, they can get global dominance with their product, with their ingenuity, global dominance. If Coca-Cola today in every any store na Southeast, you go to Coca-Cola, can they mad VAT to today? What about you?
The likes of you are the reason why we're in business. People that understand what we're doing and everything. Some people, when they come in here, they think I'm packing millions or maybe billions.
Yeah.
They don't know it's about passion.
Yeah.
It's about, I want to stamp my foot when it comes to media. I want to showcase what we're all about, and then when I see some people, they go to clubs and they waste 10 million and then they spray, and then I know that just few millions can actually encourage this young man.
Yeah.
You see us here suffering and trying to, put out what we're doing in this state. And then you will see people don't even say, what do you even need? Can we even take you from point A to point B? But the likes of you are the reasons why we're in business, because I tell my people that we're not making millions here, but we're in the right track. And money is something that value attracts. Once there is value, money will come. That one day the value of what we're doing here will actually peak, and then you people would understand why I borrow to pay your salaries and everything. Because yes, I believe in what I'm doing. So when I hear people like you say one or two things about it, I say, okay, people are seeing it. Thank you very much, Oga Cornell. There's a what we call Take Your Time on BAM, because BAM is a program that we want it to be wholesome. Onye bịacha na imana izida ihe ịchọ ikwu. So Take Your Time is an avenue we'll give you to actually say what we might not have asked you about, or maybe nke ikwuru ekwu that you need to emphasize on, or niwe can shout out, advice, any type of thing that you know that, you say one or two things. So please take your time and go ahead, just in case you have any other thing you want to add or emphasize on. Go ahead.
Okay. I want to let me do shout out first.
Okay.
To the listeners of BAM. You understand? Keep listening to BAM.
Thank you.
I'm also a fan of BAM. I've been blessed. Most of a lot of people, reasonable people, I was being interviewed that now.
Thank you.
About one or two things.
Of course.
So I understand what he's doing. Just like you said, I understand what you are doing. Even they mail because of passion, and even they mail because you want to effect a change in your society. There is a void in that industry, in Anambra State. That you want to play your part. Giving people like us voice.
Yes.
You start giving people in the society voice, so that the world will not malifene in Anambra State.
Yes.
So I applaud you for doing this thing, because all they go.
Thank you.
Yeah, they move here,
yes, of course.
You get my point. You understand? So, and this is how I want to also encourage everybody. It wasn't easy for me to leave a lucrative job. You understand? Now by in an unknown terrain.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Now by in an unknown terrain. But this has actually been my life. I feel that that once ili muhanani
you're good to
change,
go.
Need to go okay. It will go okay. You understand? But I believe that the resources are well in this nation. Not they utilize Yofuma, that Nigeria is going to be one of the greatest country. But most times that we lack good managers of the resource. And if a good manager not manage a resource well, and with a critical vision, you will want to align with the person. Because can do sure that not people like you, not the Williamso, because when we're by age. So these are the things that I discovered. I said that I have to step down from the corporate this thing, come better in a position of leadership, because they believe in that there is a lot to be done. You understand?
Yes.
Now that that the local government system is working in Anambra State, you understand? I've taken time to look at the role that the local government chairman can make. You understand? In helping to change the economy. You understand? Of the local government.
Yes.
So I feel that there is a role I can play. You understand? And also I got that them don't know my ife pelumpe. In every society, them ife na they pelumpe. You understand? And those them ife get involved. One of the things that helped us in the Navy is that I were some of the founders, our fathers, them ife, they were able to shape the town. You understand? But I observe that now most of the even their children, or most of people that are coming up now, You understand? And was different on at the time pezilimpe. Most people are postago. You understand? So I've been in Nnewi consistently now since 2018. You understand? Because I was in Lagos, working with him. Also, he brought me back to East. You understand? So I know going Nnewi consistently from 2018 to this thing. So when for that now, the quality men before when we are growing up, you understand? The hard is the pelumpe. You understand? And then no kuketa kawago. You understand? The generation no do healthy. That do strong, do youthful. That the generation do youthful. My fear pelumpe.
Yeah.
You understand? And if those people doesn't venture, you have to give the town a direction. You understand? If they don't step out to give the town a direction, you have to help of but yeah, about that na so old. You understand? So I also want to encourage our people. You understand? In everywhere from all, you say I want to you understand? Say I want to say bata. Name if bata wana leadership. Say happens in the end ife. Say happens in the end of it. You understand? Because they have destroyed a lot. We need to start salvaging what is left. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dalorin. Thank you for coming. In a month, man. At least some of your people has actually helped to put your family name in the map. I know Tobe Osigwe doing so well in his own field, and when he come, he also mentioned your mother, Sister Osigwe. Osnoya, the only Christian that a true Christian for him, because he has seen his her life as a person. And then you now, Colonel Osigwe, I think I met your cousin too, Obumo Osigwe. Ako tu aka obodo si enwekwa big name. Enwekwa otu ọzọ.
We have also Afamos, the NBA president.
Thank you. Okay, he's your brother. Afamos Igwe, Mazi. Afamos Igwe.
We have 2 sons in my family.
I think Tobe bragged that na uno agafego ndi Onitsha na sons. that Nnewi has the highest number of sons now. That it used to be Onitsha.
I don't have those facts. I only speak on what I have.
So you're doing well. He also talked about your library and everything. I learn a lot from even interviewing people. That's why sometimes if I'm talking to my staff, I used to tell them, you are in the stream and you are thirsty. Some of you are here. Men will come in here and go, and your life will not be affected. We actually interview people that you should go back to listening to. Man, because you don't benefit from it.
Yeah. Somebody
like me, when people speak, I listen, I understand, and I learn. So thank you very much for coming. We wish you good. We wish you well in your endeavor, just like I said before. Tomorrow, if we have the first Nnewi governor, and then in the person of Colonel Osigwe, I know that if I call him, he will answer my call because I know him. One connection. If I become the biggest media guru, because that is my plan. My plan is to lock down Southeast. Yeah. That they say, if you want to drop a pin, go and meet Yambaba. If you want people to hear say your pin drop, that's the plan. So tomorrow, if I become the biggest, you can still put a call and say, this is my guy. This is how we used to interconnect and then make history. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. My people, I'm going to back again with you today. I know Colonel Osigwe, the politician, the corporate man that just ventured into politics, and we wish him well. I'm going to call you. I remain Chijoke, Gwendo Dogu Bubu Yamba, it's Butonya Aba. Commerciano, Udo?
Yeah.